Marcus enters. He's 17 and dressed in the latest of styles that, oddly enough, seem to have been borrowed from major rebellious styles of the 20th century. Surrounding his head and obscuring his face is a large helmet which houses a stereo receiver and a full set of speakers. He takes the helmet off with difficulty since it is so heavy, and we hear a little bit of the new music, which sounds like a computer program with vague, shouted lyrics over dissonant electronic tones. Marcus's shaved head is covered with a fiber optic mohawk completes the picture. In his hand, he carries a box of slides. He glares at them.
Everyone, I'd like you to meet my grandson, Marcus.
Hello, Marcus. May I take a closer look at your hair?
Why?
I'm a cosmetologist. I read about this new style and I wanted to see it. May I? It's an interesting fashion statement. You start with a shaved head and then you let your individual personality emerge from there.
God forbid any hair should emerge with it. They want to be individuals and they all look alike.
I'm glad someone understands it. I brought those slides in.
Would you set them up for me in the next room, please?
Yeah, I've got some time.
The projector's in the next room. I'll show you where it is.
Well, that is different.
I think it's kicky.
Though I am generally tolerant, Dan, I think I understand your dissatisfaction with Marcus.
It's just so weird. And he talks crazy too. I just can't figure him out.
Nah, but it's the younger generation. You've got to expect rebellion.
Not that much. God, I'm glad they're thinking about ending sexual reproduction of the species. The offspring of that could only be improved by gene splicing.
I think he's a nice guy.
Cassie, you don't even know him.
Don't I?
What do you mean?
The slides are ready.
Tell you later. Let's go look at the slides.
Hey, Cassie and I caught the Stones in '92 on their last tour. Mick still moved like he used to. Well, maybe a little slower.
They exit. The lights change and the screen is lowered to the stage. During the music, we see the slides that the characters are looking at in the next room. They're all in their early days together in college and are into business. The last few are individual shots, lead takings, and smaller group shots showing the group breaking up. Felicity brings in a cake and exits again. The Beatles' Yesterday plays as the others re-enter from seeing the slides.
I think it's time to eat. Where's Felicity?
She said something about more daiquiris.
It's nice to see the old slides. We were quite a pretty wild group.
Yeah, remember that grain punch party we had? We'd all been drinking for about an hour. Suddenly, in walks this real sex pot, sleaze bag, leather and loose MTV chick. She was so loose, she used her whole body to chew her gum. I figured, hey, I got a chance with this one. I walked over and started talking to her. And I discovered that she's so incredibly stupid, I can't believe it. We talked a while, and she kept on going off into, well, not tangents, more like 8-day cruises.
Then what happened?
When I thought enough mindless talking had been done, I led her by the hand to Dan's bedroom and closed the door behind us. What could you be thinking of, she asked. I said, sex. Oh, she said, do you always have sex in your mind? I said, honey, that's the only place I ever have it. Well, she understood it, which is what surprised me. So then I knew it was my night when she stripped to the buff.
She did?
Yes.
I didn't know women had buffs.
Let him tell the story.
Yes, dear.
Go on.
So I've got her there. She's completely naked. She lies down on the bed, and I start to take my pants down. No, she says, not yet. The upshot of this is, I never did get my pants off. She had a wonderful time, said I had magic fingers, and we parted company around 6 a.m.
Yeah, I wanted to go to bed.
No kidding.
Oh, that punch was wicked.
Yeah, then we got wives and girlfriends that didn't need grain punch anymore.
At school, we used to eat tequila hot dogs.
What?
Tequila hot dogs. You take a hypodermic and shoot the tequila into the hot dogs, and then cook them on a grill.
And then you have rain alcohol finger gel with dessert.
It's a wonder we have any brain cells left.
Maybe I shouldn't ask if anyone wants another drink now?
Sure you should. Yeah, Those were the days. Hey, Adam, I went by the old high school the other week.
Is it still there?
Yeah, you know, I still get a warm feeling when I passed it.
You mean you wet yourself? Oh, I still remember the school nurse with great fondness. God, she was crazy.
Yeah, she used to check our hearing with a dipstick.
Oh, God.
Adam and I are getting the act together and taking it on the road.
Or as other people put it, go play in the streets. Hey, Jeff, did you hear about the town invaded by the Catholic bishops?
Yep, it brought all the townspeople to their knees.
I haven't heard these jokes in years.
Consider yourself lucky.
Marcus, you want some cake?
Yes.
I hope you all like the cake. I baked it myself.
Oh, it's delicious.
No, she's eating a piece of cake. Now we have to go on a crash diet for the next week.
You don't have to go on a diet just because I do.
When's the last time you went on a diet and didn't make me go on one too?
Adam, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of the presidential candidates?
Oh my God, I'd forgotten all about that. I've been so busy. What's been happening?
It's been pretty crazy. Carson's election committee came up with a new slogan. Out of the tube and into the White House.
Oh, because he's the first test tube baby to run for president, right?
Yes, he's pretty wild.
I don't know what this world is coming to.
And of course, our beloved incumbent is running again.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty sure of being reelected, since this is the year of perfect vision.
Doesn't he know no president has been reelected since Reagan?
I still miss President Johnson.
You mean Martin and not Lyndon B, I suppose?
Yes. It took so long to finally get a black president, and he had to be assassinated during his first term.
That seems like so long ago. It's only been 21 years.
Before Marcus was born.
Are you out of school yet, Marcus?
I tried one class this year.
And again, what will you do?
Go to college.
You don't sound too excited about it.
What should I do? To do anything nowadays, you have to go to college. Either that or have a lot of money, or know the right people.
I hate to tell you, Marcus, but that's nothing new. It was that way when we graduated from high school.
But it shouldn't be that way. I should be able to get out of high school and do something with my life. But I'm too young to do something meaningful.
There is something to be said for experience.
I've had lots of experiences. Does it do me any good?
What do you want to do?
I want to make films.
That was my original dream. I never did get around to doing it.
It's all I want to do.
You get a job at the bottom and work your way up. You know, like working in the mailroom.
That was the old way to get somewhere. But it doesn't work now. When's the last time you heard of that happen?
You're right. A lot of executives that started that way when that kind of upward mobility was possible. It's not anymore.
It still wouldn't hurt for you to get a few years first and work instead of going right into college.
The way you did.
Yes.
You may not have noticed, but the world has changed. Things don't work the way they did when you were a kid. I'm 17 now. Sure, I'm young, but I've got to have things before I'm much older or I won't be anywhere. I just work behind a desk for the rest of my life, the way you did.
That was an honest living. We started that company when everyone left me. I built it up and kept going to where it is today.
That was something I was wondering about. Why you all left the company.
I told you why, Felicity.
Yes, you did, Dan. You gave me the official reason. I was just wondering if it was the same reason everyone else had.
What's the official reason?
That you all had more important things to do.
Well, that is true in a way.
At least it became true after we left.
All right, go ahead. Tell your version.
Adam?
Well, when we started the company, we had great ideals. We had just graduated from different colleges and different majors, but we all had been friends in various combinations. Jeff and I had been in high school together. I met Dan and Angela at my college, and Jeff met Cassie at his. And when we graduated, we had a great deal of youthful enthusiasm. We wanted to make a difference. And so we had the idea to start our own service business. It was not really limited to one thing, but we did as much as fit our different talents. We did computer work, media work, historic renovation consulting.
Yeah, each of us worked on what we knew best. And Dan, being such a good administrator and businessman, was in charge of scheduling the whole works.
I think it was Dan's enthusiasm that kept us going, even when business was not booming. And when it did, he kept us on an even keel when we had too much to do.
I watched him a lot. Without a secretary, he had the whole thing organized down to what we could all stop and take a breather for a day and have our company picture.
And then one day, something happened. It was no longer fun. We were just doing a job. I wasn't sure what was happening until I talked it over with Angela and Jeff. We decided that Dan had lost the enthusiasm with which he had always motivated us. The work became a drudge for him, and that was somehow passed on to us.
We weren't doing a job to make a difference in the world anymore. We were just in it for the money. Not a lot of that either.
So we all went our own ways. Adam and I went back to school for advanced degrees. Jeff and Cassie got married, and Jeff got the engineering job and later moved up. Cassie went to beauty school and received her certification. And we all pretty much kept in contact through Christmas cards and occasional phone calls and visits, but that was all.
Until now.
And this reunion isn't turning out the way I thought it would. I invite you here for a party and you all gang up on me.
We're not ganging up on you. We're telling the truth. When you lost your, what did I say, youthful enthusiasm, you changed. And you became a drudge that made your work a drudge. Look at you. If you'd kept active, you wouldn't be the way you are. Bent over a desk all your life, you're still bent over. Jeff and I are only a few years younger than you. We're still very much alive.
And I'm dead.
No, but...
What Adam means is you've given up. You're willing to just retire, sit in a corner and die. You've worked hard all your life, and now you should take some time to enjoy it.
It's too late for that.
What?
The world belongs to the young. We're the ones who will be in control, and we're the ones who will make it better. I don't understand you. You act like there's more to your lives. But all you do is work all week long and then waste time on weekends resting. I see my parents doing it. Dad works all week and spends all weekend drinking beer and watching sports on TV. That's no life for a human being.
But it's the only life he's got.
Bullshit! He could change, but he's too deeply into it to want to change. He can't even recognize that it's not a great life. All anyone cares about is their distractions. You don't even have to go out of the house anymore. You can work at home. There are 25 cable stations with any religion you want having services night and day. And if you need it, you can talk to people over the picture phone, so you never have to contact other human beings face to face if you don't want to. This is my father's whole life. I don't understand him at all, and I never will.
Sure you will.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. Around the age of 27.
During your Saturn return.
Well, that too. But I was thinking of the age when you begin to wonder about the younger generation that's coming up behind you. Then you'll realize that your parents went through what your parents went through with you, and you'll feel bad for them. Then you'll get along with them.
You're wrong. I won't get along with them. The older generation doesn't understand us, and I don't understand you. But it doesn't really matter. Our generation is the one that will finally make a difference. Your generation didn't change anything. You had the same problems you inherited, and you passed them on to us. But that won't happen again. We're going to be the ones who solve the world's problems.
Einstein called that the faith you have when you're young and don't know any better.
Yeah, well, Einstein was young once too. Thanks for the cake.
Well, he's right about one thing. We didn't change the world.
When I was his age, I also believed that you could. But I found out otherwise.
Things are not that bad. Less people are starving in the world than ever before. We have greater technology than ever before. Less unemployment. More satisfied workers. Robots to take care of the drudgery.
Yes, but we've still got a long way to go. There's still resistance to machines and robots. Many people don't know what to do with all the free time they've been given. And a lot of the fundamental things like true happiness and achieving utopia will never happen.
Adam, you've given up on your dream for utopia?
It's true. You can't change the world.
I guess you're right.
But maybe we can change ourselves. I guess I've been letting myself get old.
Only as old as you feel.
Some days I feel like 100.
You need something to do to get your blood flowing again.
Like what?
Well, this seems like a good time to mention. There's a position in my company opening up. Head of a small department. Some scheduling and administrative. Interested?
Let me think about that for a couple nanoseconds.
A couple of nanoseconds? I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, you just heard it again.
Hey, you think we ought to tell the youngsters about not being able to change the world?
No, they wouldn't believe us. They'll just have to discover it for themselves the same way we did.
Well, come on. This is a party. Dan, are you ready to open the gifts?
Yes. Let's see what goodies you all brought me.